one of the things is you're gonna find strange, where Miss Anna Jarvis worked so hard to get Mother's Day a holiday, and she did, but one of the things that she feared came to fruition. She was afraid that it would become commercialized. Guess what?
It has.
It has. What do we try to do on Mother's Day? So y'all tell me some things.
Buy cards, roses, candy, you know.
Exactly.
Honor our mothers here that are now, and we need to be honoring, like Brother Larry said earlier, the mother that brought Jesus Christ into the world.
Balloons, whatever, you know.
We go all out sometime, or we try to do this or do that, you know, and maybe some of the kids get together and do a gift, but we go through all these things, and I can remember Mom telling me, I don't want anything. You know, but you want to do that, and you go get the cards. Well, who's making the cards? Some company writing these cards, because we can't think of what to write. I don't know what to say, but let the card say it for us. So we go pay them, and the cards get more expensive. Then you can buy these sure enough expensive card. That really looks like you love her then, don't it?
Well, to me, the sweetest thing that you can receive on Mother's Day is for that child to come back and say, Mother, I love you, and
Yeah.
happy Mother's Day.
And Top
Give
Gun,
love you.
my grandson Gunner, he hasn't got to do the card yet, but he's working on the card for his mom. He wants to do it himself. Now Gunner can't hardly see. You know, he has to have everything right here to be able to see. It's literally.
Right.
But he's going to do his own card. Now to me, that's more than anything.
That's it.
I mean, honestly,
That's it.
I love it. But we've commercialized it. And believe it or not, Anna Jarvis spent the rest of her life, when she realized what's going on, for several years it was awesome, right? But she spent the rest of her life trying to get it banned. Isn't that awful?
Yeah.
The same one who worked so hard to get this into effect worked so hard trying to get it banned because people were misusing it. Sounds crazy, don't it?
But it is, 'cause it's true.
Now, I've not looked up who started Father's Day, but I'm willing to bet, because if somebody got jealous, well, there's Mother's Day, I'm on Father's Day too. You know, seriously, I mean, let's get real. So, with that being said, I want us to understand, just somewhat, that's a little bit of history. You can do the same thing I did, go Google it, and you can find out all kinds of information about this stuff. But I found it interesting because when she realized what it's doing, it didn't need to be honored. And not taking away from anything from you ladies, okay? Or any of those that's listening. I'm not trying to take away from that. But I am too. Because the glory has to go to the Father. You know, again, as I was looking at Ruth, there's a verse now I started using, I'm not gonna use it right now, but I look at the book of Ruth, where her mother-in-law was just ace high. She loved her so much that she didn't go back to her own country when their husbands had all passed. Her two daughters, real daughters, left her. Not Ruth, but Ruth stayed with her mother-in-law. What was her mother-in-law's name? I just lost it. Anybody know? Good, I'm not the only one. I'm gonna have to try to look it up. That's terrible. I can't believe I forgot that. I can think of Boaz and all the others. Naomi was the one. But Ruth loved Naomi so much that she followed her into a country that she's not familiar with, people that she don't know about, but she loved Naomi. Now that's stout. Now when we can love someone like that, what better honor? We're to love our Lord. We're to give him the credit. In the book of Psalms, David, he knows how to give praise. He knows how to give praise. And as he writes some of these things, for instance, in Psalm 17 and 8, he asked God to hide him under his wings. Actually, I'm going to go through 6 through 8. 17, Psalm 17, 6 through 8. I have called upon thee, for thou wilt hear me. He knows God's listening. Isn't that awesome? Incline thy ear unto me, and hear my speech. Show thy marvelous loving kindness, O thou that savest by the right hand them which put their trust in thee from those that rise up against them. He's asking, Lord, save me and others who believe in you so much. And those who's trying to come against us right now?
Devil.
The devil. He puts it, where does he come to? People.
Yep.
He does. He comes through people. You don't have animals trying to downgrade us or make fun, or, nothing. It's people who do things that's harmful to us, isn't it? Okay? He says, keep me as the apple of the eye, hide me under the shadow of thy wings. And we're going to see several times where, hide me under the shadow of thy wings. Not there, but in chapter 36, he says, trust under the shadow of thy wings. In other words, I'm trusting you. So now we see, hide me. And they go, in another chapter is, I put my trust. Another chapter, in 57, he says, under thy wings will I make my refuge. So we're putting our trust, he's taking care of us. I will trust in the shadow of thy wings. He says this again in another chapter. Another one, we will rejoice. It says, in the shadow of thy wings will I rejoice. And in 91, one through 4. Psalm 91, 1 through 4. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. So what's under the shadow? He has covered us, hasn't he? He's taking care of us. We're engulfed in his arms. It says, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God. In him will I trust. Is that cool or what? In him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and the noisome pestilence. In verse 4 it says, he shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Now we're getting some strength in there, aren't we? It sounds so simple. I know some of y'all are familiar with, and I'm going to use chickens because that's what we normally say, but not just chickens, but what about geese or anything else? Can you think of some birds that you've seen? What do they do with them? They're chicks. Anybody?
Turkeys.
Turkeys will do
I
it
got
too.
a group of turkeys that I sit and listen them cross the lot every morning,
Okay.
going to the pond and then back, and hear the little ones just
They're teaching them. But when there's danger, what do?
cover.
They cover them. They cover them. They'll hover over them and cover them, and to protect them. I got too close to a goose a couple of weeks ago, and she laid that head down on the ground and making her little noises like, you come any closer and we're gonna have some trouble. I didn't want to bother her. I didn't want her to bother me either though. But she was protecting those eggs. Man, she was the other ones have done gone off, but she stayed right there. I'm gonna protect them. This is what we look at. And this is how God does with us. I have to tell you a story. There's some firefighters that had gone through, I don't even remember where it was,